place, the revelation of Buddha body, of Dharma body, and of Sangha body. Acquisition of the physical personality is thus the cause of cognition of all-knowing. As a sure foundation of whatever cognition it has for all beings, become a true shrine, worthy of being saluted respectfully, of being honored, revered, and adored. Once thus gone to parinirvana, my relics also are worshipped. It is for this reason the person copying and worshipping perfection of wisdom begets a different type of merit. For, in doing so, this one worships cognition of all-knowing. The son or daughter of good family, having made a copy of the perfection of wisdom, and worshipping it, begets different merit. For by worshipping the perfection of wisdom one worships cognition of all-knowing. Sakra, how can it be, people of Jambudvipa, who do not copy this perfection of wisdom, nor take it up, nor study it, nor worship it, do not know the Lord is teaching such as the cultivation of the perfection of wisdom is greatly profitable? How is it these ones are not aware what the Lord teaches supports the cultivation of the perfection of wisdom and brings great advantages, fruits, and rewards? But these do not know this, these are not aware of this. These have no faith in it. The Lord, what do you think, Kausika, how many of the people of Jambudvipa are endowed with perfect faith in the Buddha, the Dharma, the Sangha? Sakra, only a few. The Lord, so it is, Kausika. Only a few people of Jambudvipa are endowed with perfect faith in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. Fewer than these few are ones attaining the fruits of a stream winner, and, after this, the fruit of a once-returner, or of a never-returner. Fewer still are any attaining Arhatship. Fewer still realize Pratyekabuddha-enlightenment. Fewer still raise any thoughts to full enlightenment. Fewer still are any purifying by removing obstacles, and hereby raising thoughts to full enlightenment, and even now continuously strengthening such thoughts. Fewer still are any who, raising these thoughts thusly to full enlightenment, and strengthening such thoughts, now in addition dwell with vigor exerted. Fewer still are any who pursue meditation on perfection of wisdom. Fewer still are any coursing and applying perfection of wisdom. Fewer still are any who, coursing and striving toward perfection of wisdom, abide on any irreversible Bodhisattva-stage. Fewer still, coursing and striving steadily in perfection of wisdom, are any who come to know full enlightenment. Fewer still, coursing and striving in perfection of wisdom, do actually know full enlightenment. Now, as to any bodhisattva standing on any irreversible bodhisattva stage, knowing and revealing full enlightenment, these expound perfection of wisdom to other sons and daughters of good family who are earnestly intent, who train themselves and strive in perfection of wisdom. And these in their turn take up perfection of wisdom, study and worship it. Here are, on the other hand, countless beings who raise thoughts to enlightenment, who strengthen such thoughts of enlightenment, which course towards enlightenment, and perhaps just one or two of these can abide on any irreversible bodhisattva stage. For full enlightenment is difficult to reveal, and indeed is hard to come up to if one has inferior vigor, is slothful or displays characteristics defined as an inferior being, allows inferior thoughts, notions, intentions and wisdom. So, if someone wants quickly to know full enlightenment, one indefatigably and continually hears and studies this very perfection of wisdom. One comes to understand this, as Bodhisattvas Tathagatas train in perfection of wisdom, also oneself need train in such, for she is Tathagata's teacher. In any case, upon any Tathagata's disappearance into final nirvana, Bodhisattvas run back to this very perfection of wisdom. Here and now, Kausika, if someone builds, for the worship of the Tathagata once having disappeared into final nirvana, many kodis of stupas made of the 7 precious things, enshrining herein such relics of Tathagatas, and all one's life honor these with flowers, etc., does this one on the strength of such actions, beget a great deal of merit? Sakra, indeed, such a one does, O Lord. The Lord, vastly different is any merit of someone truly believing in this perfection of wisdom, who, trustingly confiding in this, resolutely intent on this, serene in one's faith, with one's thoughts raised to enlightenment in earnest intent, hears this, learns this, bears this in mind, recites and studies this, spreads, demonstrates, explains, expounds and repeats this, illuminates this in detail to others, uncovers this meaning, investigates this with one's mind, and who, using wisdom to one's fullest extent, thoroughly examines this, who copies this, and preserves and stores away the copy so this good Dharma lasts long, so this guide of the Buddhas might not be annihilated, so the good Dharma might not disappear, so the Bodhisattvas, great beings, might continue being assisted since this guide does not give out, and who, finally, honors and worships this perfection of wisdom, while Kausika, vastly different is any merit of any devotee of perfection of wisdom compared not only with a person building many kodis of stupas made of 7 precious things, enshrining the relics of Tathagatas, it is even more vastly different than any merit of one completely filling the entire Jambudvipa with such stupas. It is vastly different than any merit produced by all beings in a 4-continent world system even as each single one of these built such a stupa. Or, equally, as all beings in a small kiliacosm, or in a medium dikiliacosm, or in a great trikiliacosm were to do likewise. Or if, to put an imaginary case forth, all beings in any great trikiliacosm simultaneously became human beings, and each one of these built such a stupa, and if each one of these, having built all such stupas, and honoring such for an aeon or the remainder of an aeon, still, any devotee of perfection of wisdom has vastly different merit than any kind or amount of merit resulting from the effect of the meritorious deeds of all such beings as were to erect and worship those countless stupas. Sakra, so it is, O Lord. For any person honoring perfection of wisdom, in an absolute sense, such a one honors any and all past, future, and present Buddhas in all world systems, which can all be simultaneously comprehended by only the cognition of a single Buddha. Such a one's merit is different than any kind or amount of merit of all beings in great trikiliacosms countless like the sands of the Ganges, even if each single being in these built a stupa, and if each one of these having built all such stupas, and were to honor these for an aeon or the remainder of an aeon. 3. Perfect wisdom, a great spell. The Lord, so it is, Kausika. The merit of any devotee of perfection of wisdom is entirely different, such as immeasurable, incalculable, inconceivable, incomparable, illimitable. From perfection of wisdom all knowledge of Tathagatas comes forth, from all knowledge has come forth the cult of the relics of Tathagata. Here the difference in merit of any devotee of the perfection of wisdom bears no proportion at all to the accumulation of merit born from building stupas, made of the 7 precious things, enshrining the relics of Tathagatas. Herein 40,000 gods in the assembly are saying to Sakra, the chief of gods, Sir, do take up perfection of wisdom. The perfection of wisdom, Sir, take this up, recite such, study such and explain such for unlimited benefit of any and all beings. The Lord, Kausika, do take up perfection of wisdom, recite, study and explain it. If the Asuras form any idea of fighting with the gods of the 33, and if you, Kausika, have studied, and then recite and explain perfection of wisdom by bringing this to mind, the Asuras will drop such ideas. Sakra, a great lore is this perfection of wisdom, a lore without measure, a quite measureless lore, an unsurpassed lore, an unequaled lore, a lore which equals the unequaled. The Lord, so it is, Kausika. For it is due to this lore, i.e. perfection of wisdom, Buddhas of any and all times come to reveal and know full enlightenment. Due to this, Buddhas of any future know it. Thanks to this, Buddhas of any present know it. Thanks to this is it known and revealed. Thanks to just this lore 10 wholesome ways of acting are revealed in the world, the 4 trances associated with the limbs of enlightenment, the 4 unlimited associated with the limbs of enlightenment, the 4 formless attainments upheld by the limbs of enlightenment, the 6 superknowledges associated with the limbs of enlightenment, in short the 84,000.